Good morning, students. In this video, I shall discuss the lymphatic system of human being. Now, this lymphatic system, it is just similar to the blood vascular system or that is the circulatory system. But the basic difference is that in case of blood vascular system, the blood is circulatory. Blood normally circulates throughout the body. Whereas the lymph here it normally flows. That means it is unidirectional. The flow of lymph it is unidirectional. Unidirectional. That means it only transports the material from the tissue fluid from the different part to the subclavian vein, or you can say to the bloodstream. Now, what is this lymphatic system and what are the different components of this system and what is the role or the function of this lymphatic system? Now, the lymphatic system, it consists of some lymph capillaries. The lymph capillaries are the very tiny and fine tubules which normally collect the different materials from the tissue fluid, from different parts of the body, from the hands, from the legs, from the different body parts, from the head region. They collect some materials and transport them to the vein, that is the subclavian vein, and this is now circulated through the blood. So that is why these are the lymph capillaries, which are very tiny tubules. Then the tiny tubules, they normally combine together. Suppose this is one lymph capillary, this is another lymph capillary, and this lymph capillary, this is another lymph capillary, and these lymph capillaries, they combine together to form the lymph vessels. These are the larger than the lymph capillaries, and these lymph vessels, now they transport the material towards the blood circulation. Now, there are some nodes present here and there, and these nodes, these are also called the lymph nodes or lymph glands, and the secrete the fluid that is called the lymph. So these lymph nodes or the lymph glands that secretes the liquid or the fluid that is called lymph. Then lymph is a fluid similar to the blood, but it does not contain the important blood cells like your RBC and other WBC or platelets, but only one WBC, that is lymphocyte, is present there in the lymph. Now, the lymph glands, they are look at here, these are the lymph glands which are normally present in the different parts of the body, and the lymph capillaries, they join together to form the lymph vessels. Look at here, these are the larger lymph vessels. And here the lymph nodes are present here. These are the lymph nodes. These are the lymph nodes. These are present. And these lymph nodes, they secrete the fluid that is called the lymph. Now, what is lymph? Lymph is a yellow color extracellular fluid, because the lymph is not exactly like the blood, but it is similar to the blood plasma, and it is just like your straw color or yellow color fluid, and as it is produced in between the cell or from the outside the cell, so that is why they are called extracellular fluid. And this lymph, they contain some larger protein molecules which normally cannot be absorbed into the blood circulation directly. They are absorbed into the lymph, or they are normally produced there in the lymph nodes. Now the digested food. There are some larger fats which are after digestion. They are normally absorbed or present there in the lymph. There are some germs or bacteria or pathogens. They are also absorbed into the lymph nodes. So that is why these germs are also present there. Then the most important blood cell, or that is the WBC, that the lymphocytes are present there, and the main role of the lymphocytes, which produce the antibodies to kill the germs or the pathogens, or normally we call them the antigens. Now, there are some dead cells or the fragments of dead cells. not exactly the dead cells, but these are the fragments of dead cells. And these fragments of dead cells are normally nothing but the waste material, and these waste materials are also present there in the lymph. Of course, these lymphocytes, they normally clean them in the lymph nodes. Now, these are the different lymph vessels, then they connected together to the lymph, larger lymph vessels, and from the larger lymph vessels, they normally passes the lymph into the subclavian vein. Look at here, and this subclavian then they transport the blood to the heart, and all the material they are now reached to the blood circulation and they transported throughout the body. Now look at the lymph capillaries. These lymph capillaries are closed at the end, so that is that they cannot be absorbed through the from the tissue fluid directly, but they absorb into the lymph circulation. Now the capillaries, they combine or supply the material to the lymph vessels. Now what are the important functions of the lymph and the lymphatic system? Now the lymphatic system particularly transport the larger proteins and the digested fats from tissue fluid to the blood circulation. Now, why they are normally transported through the lymph, not through the blood? Because these larger proteins and the fat molecules or the digested fat, they cannot be absorbed into the blood circulation because the blood vessels like your blood capillaries, their walls, the pore size is smaller. But the pore size which are present there in the lymph capillary, the pores are normally larger in size. So that is why, due to the larger size, these larger protein and the digested food like your fat, they actually enter into the lymph capillary. So that is why the lymph, they transport them here to the blood circulation and pour them into subclavian vein, which normally cannot be absorbed by the blood. Now second important function, that is it protects the body by killing the germs. How? Because as I have already discussed, they contain the lymphocytes. The lymphocytes are the WBC, and this WBC which normally prepare the antibody. As these antibodies, they help to kill the germs or kill the pathogen, or which are commonly called the antigens. These antigens are killed by preparing the antibodies by the lymphocyte. So that is another important function which is normally done by this lymph. And in the lymph nodes, they are present in plenty of numbers. That is why they help in killing the germs which are normally present here in the lymph. Now, third important thing, it helps in the removing the waste products like the fragments of dead cells. Normally in the tissue fluid, there are some fragments of dead cells. These fragments of dead cells are present here, there, and these fragments of dead cells, when they enter into the lymph duct or lymph vessel, they are normally removed by the lymph. So that is why the lymph helps in killing and destroying these dead cells and the fragments of dead cells here. So these are some of the important functions of the lymphatic system in case of human being. Now finally they enter into the blood circulation and passes to the heart, and from the heart they are circulated throughout the body, and these substances now circulated throughout the body in the human being. But the circulation of the blood and the circulation of the lymph is different, as I have already discussed. The blood circulates throughout the body and return back to the heart again, but the lymph never return back from where it is coming. So the flow of the lymph, it is unidirectional in nature, only from the different tissue fluid to the subclavian vein and to the bloodstream. So in this way, the leaf helps in the different purposes, like in the nutrition purposes and protecting the body by killing the antigens or killing the different pathogens. Then by clearing the germs, clearing the different dead cells which are present in the tissue fluid. Now, this much for the day. I hope this video will be useful for you, and if it is really useful for you, then please like it and subscribe for further videos. Thank you very much.